A look at obituaries next, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Ellen J. Murphy, age 83, of Sylacauga, will be Saturday at 2 p.m. from Curtis & Son North, with the Reverends Joe Teal and Donnie Blackman officiating. Burial in the Blue Spring Cemetery. Visitation will be tonight from 5 until 8 p.m. at the North Chapel. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Joyce Brewer Taylor, age 77, of Childersburg, will be Saturday at 2 p.m. from Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, with Billy Atkinson officiating. Visitation tonight from 5:30 until 8 o'clock from the Childersburg Chapel. Burial after the service on Saturday at Green Hill Cemetery. Online condolences at curtisondsonfunerals.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Geraldine Martin, age 72, is Saturday at 1 o'clock from St. John Baptist Church in Sylacauga, with burial in the Elam No. 1 Baptist Church Cemetery in Alexander City. Visitation today, 1 until 8 p.m. at the funeral home. Mrs. Martin died December 28th at her residence, Community Funeral Home, directing. Homegoing celebration for Mr. Kelvin Lamar Morris, age 36, is Saturday at noon from St. Campbell Missionary Baptist Church, with Pastor Richard Fair officiating. Interment in the St. Campbell Church Cemetery. Mr. Morris died Thursday, December 24th at Brookwood Medical Center in Birmingham. Public visitation is from noon until 7 p.m. today at the funeral home, Sunset Memorial Chapel, directing. Mr. Richard Big O Oden will be eulogized Saturday, January the 2nd at 1 p.m. from Union Baptist Church, with burial to follow in the Union Cemetery. Big O was a 1960 graduate of East Highland High School, where he played football. He furthered his college career at Mississippi Valley College and Alabama State University, where he continued to dominate on the football field. Public viewing will be from noon until 8 o'clock at Madden Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Willie James Swain, age 94, is Saturday at New Life Outreach Ministries in Sylacauga. Burial in the New Hope Baptist Church Cemetery. Mr. Swain died December 21st. Visitation is today from 1 p.m. until 8 p.m. at the funeral home, Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga, directing. There is no mention in the obituary about the time of the service, but you can contact Community Funeral Home for further information. Mr. R.S. Walden, age 85, of Sylacauga, died December 26 at Citizens BMC in Talladega. A memorial service will be held Monday, January the 4th at Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church in Sylacauga at 1 p.m. The Reverend Kendall Burton officiating. Westview Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Tommy E. K-Mo Malone, age 51, is Saturday at 11 a.m. from Trinity Missionary Baptist Church of Childersburg. Burial in the Lily Roden Cemetery of Childersburg. Visitation today, 1 until 8 o'clock at the funeral home. Mr. Malone died December 25th at Veterans Administration Hospital in Birmingham. Community Funeral Home, directing. Memorial service for Mrs. Brenda R. Looney, age 59, is Saturday, January 2nd at noon from Greater New Hope Baptist Church in Sylacauga. Community Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Maudie M. Harris, age 66, is Saturday at 2 o'clock from Pine Grove Church in Sylacauga. Burial in Pine Grove Baptist Church Cemetery. Mrs. Harris died December 27th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Visitation today, 1 until 8 o'clock at the funeral home. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Graveside service for Mrs. Sarah Ann Thompson Austin, age 85, will be Saturday at 2 p.m. from Alpine Baptist Church Cemetery, with the Reverend Brad Mitchell and the Reverend William Maynor officiating. Ms. Austin died on December 30th. She was a member of the Alpine Baptist Church and Hephzibah Baptist Church. She also attended Salem Presbyterian Church in her later years. In lieu of flowers, the family suggests donation be made to the animal shelter of Pell City. Online condolences at ursharyfuneralhome.com. Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega will direct that service. That is a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361. That's Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.